Holy crap, you have literally never in your life seen a team go so far out of their way to find a unique way to lose. Let me get you caught up. We're at Florida State taking on NC State, and despite what the score was going to be in the fourth, FSU was actually tripping over themselves. Like, they made a field goal after NC State had an early score, then they missed a field goal, so they should be down by 1, but all in all, they were moving the ball pretty well and doing a fine job of stopping the Wolfpack. And like I said, we're just tripping over themselves, keeping themselves out of this game. But after NC State gets back in the box in the third quarter, the Seminoles would come back online and we would finally see them get into the end zone. But not just that, they go for 2 to be only down by 3 in what should be a tie game right now, as it became abundantly clear that NC State chances of winning this game were dwindling. But then the miracle would happen. NC State gets stuffed with 4 minutes left in the game and are forced to punt, where in a moment like you and I have never seen before, the ball comes down short and it bounces off the head of a Florida State player, as it takes one of the craziest bounces I've ever seen all the way back to the line of scrimmage, where guess who's there to get on it? That's right, Caden Noonkester, the NC State punter, and he gets the ball back. But like I said, Florida State was not going to let it just be this easy. They are going to have to go out of their way to choke this, as they force another punt, and the returner cannot field it. He muffs the punt, and for the first time in everything I've ever witnessed, they force back-to-back muffed punts in a single drive to give NC State infinite opportunities, where this time they capitalize and score, essentially putting this game out of reach. But if you want a little spice to add to the end of the FSU meltdown, they attempt a 51-yarder where technically you could go field goal, onside, score, tie it back up, but the field goal ends up outside the zip code of the Raleigh-Durham area, so there was no way they were ever going to win this. But 2 muffed punts, one of them muffed so hard it ends up back at the line of scrimmage where the punter can land on it, all to lose the game, is a type of loss we may never ever see again. But if we do, we're going to have to think back to this legendary game.
For the ball, who's got it? I think it's going to be the punter that recovered it.